Hey guys, Happy Action here, bringing you an 80 kill game on 86 kill game on Nuketown. The score line isn't anything special, but it's very exciting and well, not necessarily very exciting, but I just run around a lot and there's not many dull points, especially because I cut up a lot of the boring parts because a 7-minute video is a lot more palatable than a 10-minute video, so I'm sure you guys will appreciate that. Um, I'm using the MSMC, which I haven't used that much. I do understand that it was at one point the best SMG alongside the PDW, but they nerfed it, and now right now it's just kind of all the SMGs are kind of sitting in the same area, mainly because all their recoil patterns are almost the same. But the MSMC has slightly decreased rate of fire and slightly increased damage, so the damage is better on the MSMC than any other SMG. So uh, kind of an interesting property of the weapon. Um, I'm going to talk about the Uprising DLC that comes out tomorrow. And number one is the zombies does look cool, but I've hardly even touched the zombies in this game at all. Mainly because I just like playing. I like a map that you can play solo and with a bunch of friends, like Ascension. You could do that on Kano der Toten, whatever the last map of World at War, the last map that had the big teleport thing. I can't necessarily remember all the names. Shangri-La's fun. Like those maps, I like the best, more traditional maps. And I don't know whether or not I don't like the whole bus thing. I think that's kind of stupid. I don't like the whole fact that you can't really backtrack and Derize very easily. All that stuff just kind of sits wrong with me. Um, I don't know how this map is gonna play. I have no idea, but because it's kind of interesting to me at least. The other three maps that come with the game, I mean, like the DLC, like you can give or take them. Like I really don't care. I really don't care whether I get one or the other, mainly because the only reason I'm really buying this map pack, to be completely honest, is Studio. Firing Range is one of my favorite maps, especially in Black Ops 1, and I'm sure everybody that played Black Ops 1 really liked Firing Range. I think it's a very finely crafted map, and while Nuketown 2025 is a reskinned map, and Firing Range is a reskinned map as well, the Studio Firing Range map is going to be reskinned in such a manner that it's going to be a completely different look, completely different like everything. Like it's going to be a movie studio instead of like just a firing range in the 60s. So I'm kind of excited to see what they do with that. Like they have got all these cool props and like miniatures, and uh, it just looks interesting. It'll really bring a fresh perspective on firing range, and it'll be a lot of fun to kill all the people that this is their first Call of Duty, or Modern Warfare 3 was their first Call of Duty, and they never even played firing range. So it'll be fun to kind of just go to work on them, I guess, because they won't know where the hotspots are or anything. There's like that trailer on the left side. That I made a living off that trailer on the left side by B, just because I could put a claymore in one area, patrol the left side, and they would just spawn in my left if we had, I think it was A spawn, and they would all just run towards B. And for some reason in Black Ops 1, that was like the thing I would do, and I would always like lead lobbies with my friends and stuff. So I'm kind of excited to see if that'll still work. I don't even know if the spawns are going to be the same. I hope they are, because the spawns on firing range were fun because you could trap them pretty easily, but you couldn't really spawn kill them like you could on Havana or another map like Jungle, where you could just sit behind them and knife them in the back. So I'm getting a cold, kind of getting the sniffles. But uh, also another thing that affected me this week was freaking the Xbox Live outage. Like I don't know if this was worldwide, nationwide, who it affected, but I could not use Xbox at all yesterday for a while, and it kind of was bumming me out because it was the time I was going to be able to play with double XP on and everything. And if you think about it, if we had always online consoles, we wouldn't have been able to play Xbox at all yesterday. And that's what people are worried, that these new generation consoles are going to be always online. And I think that's kind of silly for multiple reasons, which is, namely, one, you're just going to get people mad at you. people aren't going to like it, and you're going to lose out a whole market share of people that don't use the internet. While that market share might be a lot smaller than it was when the Xbox 360 originally came out, this generation of consoles originally came out, while that market share is a lot smaller, it's still there. It's definitely, you're going to lose sales from people that don't have the internet because they won't be able to play the Xbox. And while this might fight piracy and you think, oh, it'll just even it out, well, while people are always going to find ways around it if they really want to, and even if they can't, that doesn't change the fact that all these people are angry at you. And people, and if one console does always online, the other console doesn't, everybody's gonna buy the one that doesn't if they're mad at the people that do, because always online is stupid, especially in like a situation like this, where the console you can't play it if there's an outage on Microsoft's end. This was Microsoft's fault completely yesterday, and now it's all their fault that no one could play the Xbox 720 for the whole day, like single player games, any type of games, and it'll just get people mad at them. It'll just get people looking for alternatives, and Microsoft will lose a large portion of their market share just from people that are angry at them, I think. Especially if the PS4 doesn't do always online, the Xbox does, or vice versa. People that are angry at one side are just going to purchase one from the other. It's just kind of stupid. It's just really stupid. It kind of disappoints me that corporations just want what's best for them, especially on their side. But it's been happy action, happy you watched, and I'll see you later.